It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Into the air right away is Allen.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown! James Cook with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Okay, ready? Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. And complete right side to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the mid. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Blue check. Ready.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Second down and 4.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready, break.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On third down,
Townsend. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
From the 31, here's second and a couple. Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 31 yards. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chiefs nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, sack.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready?
On second down now, it's Townsend. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Townsend, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, it's Townsend.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Harris.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 22 yards.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Allen. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Allen going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Alert! Alert!
On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Harris on first down. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Townsend. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
On 3rd down, Harris. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Cook has it left side.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Allen off the play fake. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now they're in the hurry-up. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills open the lead up to 34-0. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Townsend. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Ski.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it is 42-0.
Chiefs nothing. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
On 2nd down, it's Townsend, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Harris on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Townsend. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Harris to throw on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. To throw, it's Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down now, it's Townsend, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Chiefs on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The
the Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Allen again. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 12 yards there and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So Allen's going to look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they move the football.
And now here's another interception. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet a...
He's got a man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
To throw is Harris. Throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.